Hi everyone, Attorney Rachel Kelley here with another Family Law Friday. This week I've decided that I'm going to answer questions based on things I hear quite frequently from people who are considering hiring a family law attorney. So the question is, do I really need to hire a lawyer if ... fill in the blank. So the first blank I hear a lot is, do I really need to hire a lawyer if we agree on everything? Well, my answer to that is typically yes. Because you want to make sure that you understand what you're agreeing to and what you're giving up. And also, you want to make sure that your final documents in your case actually reflect what you agreed to. You would be shocked the number of people who sign final documents that were prepared by a paralegal that they don't know, that they bought for $137 off the internet, or that they downloaded and had their ex fill out, and they just blindly sign them, and they have no idea what any of those documents mean or what it is that they're giving up, or more importantly, what they didn't address in those documents that they probably should have. So hiring an attorney is imperative, even if you agree on everything, just to make sure that you are appropriately considering that agreement in that final paperwork. Well, do I really need to hire a lawyer if I don't want to fight for custody? Answer, yes. Again, just agreeing that you're not interested in fighting your ex for custody and that you're going to agree to whatever their proposed custody or parenting time arrangement is does not mean that you shouldn't see an attorney to make sure, again, you understand the long-term implications of what you're agreeing to, and also to make sure that you and your ex have a good, solid custody and parenting time order that you can rely on moving forward into the future if the relationship between the two of you does not always end up being so congenial. Do I really need to hire a lawyer if we don't own anything and we don't have any children? Okay, so my answer to this one is maybe. Depending on whether you trust yourself to do the paperwork correctly and how involved in the divorce process your ex-spouse is willing to be. So sometimes I get involved in divorce cases where the parties aren't fighting about anything because they don't own anything and they don't have any children, but someone needs an attorney involved because the ex isn't participating in the divorce process. They're not showing up to court. They're not there. So they need the assistance of an attorney to help them get a default divorce, which is a process that we can engage in when one person isn't cooperating. Also, again, the primary theme of this video, it's always best to have an attorney prepare your final documents and your final judgment of divorce to ensure that every single item that needs to be addressed in those documents is being addressed. It's really important that you understand that the court is not there to help you. They're not going to draft you a judgment of divorce. They're not going to write that for you. They're going to look at you at the final hearing and say, okay, where's the judgment of divorce? They don't create those for you. It is your job as the litigant or your attorney's job, if they're representing you, to prepare that paperwork. Now, do I really need to hire a lawyer if we're not planning to sell our house? Well, answer, definitely. If the two of you have a house together and you're not planning to sell it, that's an indication that you absolutely need an attorney to advise you to make sure that how the house is being kept, whose name it's in, and all of the legal transfers are appropriately occurring after the divorce. And last but not least, do I really need to hire a lawyer if we have nothing but debt to split? Answer, definitely. Okay, so this is one of those situations where it might seem counterintuitive that you need an attorney. Why do you want to spend money on an attorney if you're not getting anything out of your divorce but debt? Well, the reality is you have to decide who's going to be responsible for that debt. How is that debt going to be paid back? Is any of that debt jointly titled? If it's not jointly titled, who is it titled to? And if someone it's not titled to is paying on it, what happens if they don't pay? So these are the kinds of questions that it's imperative to discuss with an attorney while you're making a decision about how to resolve your divorce matter, even if it feels like there's really nothing to manage with an attorney. Thanks everyone. I hope this video was helpful. As always, if you have any questions about your divorce or any other issue related to family law, give our office a call. We're here to help.